final segment here on the Tri-State Sports Guys. We got cut off a little bit there in the last segment, top 10. So, Tony, who do we miss? Least favorite people?
I had a couple that you guys didn't have. I normally like him. I had Jim Nance.
Yeah?
Okay.
But I had him only when he does... like
golf.
Yes.
He talks about that like it's...
it's like he's like making love to the golf course.
He really does.
He talks so soft.
Poetic and all this.
It's like, really?
It's golf, dude. It's something you do when you get drunk and you want to get away from your wife for 5 hours. Let's get real.
Otherwise, I
golf.
like him, but when he's doing like the match,
I hear you, yeah.
it is.
He's a different person.
Oh, it's brutal. I had 6. I had Michael Irvin.
Okay, I would put Michael Irvin.
Now this guy's been fired from like 3 different stations for like.
He's another guy that likes the wide tie.
Yeah, oh yeah, and he's literally been fired.
He's another one that likes
2.
the.
Yeah, he
It's
does.
like 3 different stations. It's just. And my number 2, I had John Gruden.
Yeah?
I like him.
You like him?
Yeah, he's smart.
What do you think about a side
Let me
part?
ask you a question. So he has in the preseason or whatever, he's doing all that quarterback camp stuff for all the rookies. What does he know about coaching a quarterback? Every time he's had like any kind of winning team, it's been with like a veteran quarterback. When he's had young quarterbacks, they stink.
Yeah, he's known as his quarterback guru.
I think he played in like.
Yeah,
he must have.
But he's always known as his quarterback guru. But you're right, though. He did well with Gannon. He did well, with these.
And here he is,
guys.
like breaking down film. Like he doesn't seem like he has. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. The only thing I like is the dynamic. The people in that booth hate each other.
Oh yeah.
Him and Jaws hate each other.
It's This is not like an act. They can't stand each other.
Tarico's like a referee.
Tarico the most.
Yeah, well,
No, I think
everybody
he's like a
hates Tarico.
referee.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's it. That's all I had different.
All right, Neil, you got any on him?
Well, like I said before the break, I had Joe Buck 1 through 10. But no, I had Urban was on my list. I think Shannon Sharp should never be on television ever again.
Yeah.
The man can't form a word.
Why does he
much less a
talk like
sentence.
that? I don't know.
I don't know why. Yeah, one of the prerequisites should be
You can
probably
talk.
talk pretty well.
Speaking.
So he was on there. Like I said during the break, Bob Costas is just too much, dude.
He's another guy who's
Bring
got a
it back.
little bit of Nance in him. When he takes his job, he thinks he's reporting.
I mean, he falls in love with every player that he ever interviews.
Yeah. The only thing I did like the interview that he did with the little child molester guy from Penn State, Sandusky, because he did interview him well. He hammered him on these things like, you realize you're the most unlucky person. If what you're saying is true, you're the most unlucky person in the history of the world. That's pretty good. But yeah, I could see it. He gets annoyed. All right, let's get quickly here into the top 5 and 10. Topic number 1, we got to talk about this Yankees trade. Huge trade. Now, you're trading away Miguel Montero, Hector Noesi. You're getting back Miguel Pineda, right? So when I first saw it, was I was out to dinner and I saw it, on Twitter, and I was like, man, this is a pretty big deal trade. And it took me a little while to process it, but at the end of the day, I think this is a great trade for the Yankees.
Yeah.
I don't see how there's any real other way to look at it. You got a stud pitcher. I know he kind of faded towards the end, but when a guy with a live arm like that, he's got a huge upside. You could talk all you want about he pitched in the Pitcher's Park last year. That's fine. I think that you're always going to be able to replace a guy like Montero, especially if he's not going to be the defensive catcher where you can catch. You're going to be able to find a DH. We're talking about it now. You'll be able to find a DH. You're not going to be able to find a guy who's 22, whatever years old, under 25 years old, with an arm like that. You're going to be able to sign for
size like that too. He's like CC size.
He's a monster.
6'7".
I don't. What did you guys think about that trade?
I really liked it for the Yankees. They
Loved it.
didn't have a position for Montero. Plus, when you're talking about a guy who's 22, 23 years old and his primary position is first base or DH, and he's got to move to first base.
You got to learn the position, right? It isn't right.
That's like Piazza 10 years into his career.
Sounds a lot like Daniel Murphy.
Yeah, he's awful. I could play better second base.
He
than
can't.
the
Yeah,
Yankees
right.
than he is.
He just tears
horrific.
his ACL every year because he can't get out of a double play.
But I think the big key to that trade was that Campos kid. He's apparently the number 1 pitcher in Venezuela. He's got fluid delivery, 3+ pitches, throws hard. So I think the combination of those two young arms for what they gave up. Granted, Noesi is someone they liked and pitched well in those 30 games he played in the major leagues.
Yeah, he's good.
I think the Yankees down the road
Very weird
got
trade
the
for
better.
For the Mariners, I thought. If you're that team, you got to figure you're going to build around a couple of stud pitchers, and you're getting rid of one of your young stud pitchers who you have under control for the next several years. They must really think this Montero guy's going to be a Hall of Famer.
I'm just draped in crepe because the Yankees are shoring up their staff in like 2 or 3 days, and the Mets are just going out there picking up guys that can wear a uniform.
Yeah, they did give Mike Pelfrey a $1.5 million raise.
Oh, well, there you go.
Avoided arbitration.
That's good. He's making $6+ million to win 7 games.
Is that for like tongue reconstriction
I think
surgery
so.
after licking his hand?
He goes through a lot of mouthpieces. Yeah, dude, I know we'll do a whole Mets show down the road somewhere. All right, topic number 2. This is something you saw today, JT. I hadn't seen it, but I guess Pujols and Tony La Russa decided not to go to the White House with the rest of the Cardinals. I mean, that seems ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I read a little
There's always
article.
somebody that doesn't go. Manny used to not go. And all
We've talked about him and how wacky he is. But yeah, I read a little article, and it really was talking more about what they did at the White House and this grandiose time that they all had. But, hidden in the middle of it, kind of, trying to get it past the reader's eyes was Tony La Russa and Albert Pujols did not attend. It just dawned on me that, they had already gone, but I don't understand how you can turn down.
Maybe it has something to do with them not being with the team anymore, and they thought it was weird that they're no longer with the Cardinals. But I'm sure there's other guys that aren't going to be there. You're not going to return all 25 guys.
Yeah, but how? You got to think about it. Sports is a business first. How upset could those major leaguers be at him?
Yeah, right.
Right. They're all men playing professional baseball.
Right. I mean, La Russa retired. I thought it was very weird.
It's strange. It's strange. Is what I mean. Maybe Pujols isn't the guy that everybody thought he is.
He's a great guy. Yeah,
maybe he's not. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, what day did they go?
I think it was either today or yesterday.
Because Pujols' birthday was Monday, so maybe he was like, I got a celebration set up.
He's got parties
I got
going.
Cake.
I got leftover cake. I can't eat itself.
White House.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a White House cake.
It was a White House cake.
It probably was. You got it here, Albert. You're out in Anaheim. All right, topic number 3. We're going to talk a little bit about Joe Paterno. He finally came out, gave his interview. I mean, I actually thought less of him after I heard some of his things, to be honest with you. And he came out and said, he said some just things that didn't seem to prove his case. I mean, did you hear a lot of his comments from that interview that came out on Saturday?
Yeah, I read it actually on the way here. I had to sign up for another stupid email list to get the rest of the article. I got 2 pages, but it really doesn't change. Yeah, I hate that. Don't you hate that? I'm going to get bombarded with emails. It doesn't really change my opinion. He didn't really say anything new. I mean, he still sticks to the story that he didn't find out anything until 2002, that he had no idea about 98 or 99, and that when he found out about it, the kid was really kind of not so clear in what he saw.
He didn't describe it, and this is one of the things I thought was crazy. He said to me, well, he wasn't clear about what he saw, but even if he did explain to me, I probably wouldn't have understood it. No. I didn't know anything about man rape or whatever.
I think that... is that
yeah. Is he just playing the senile card? He never heard of this in his life?
I also read in the article,
the guy's a Catholic, right?
Yeah, he is supposed to be some, grandiose Catholic.
To say you've never heard of it, he couldn't have comprehended. Wait, a man and a man? What? That just would have exploded his head. I wouldn't have never understood that anyway.
It's not like he's never heard of gay before.
That's what I'm saying. It just like that. That's what he said. Even if he had described it, I wouldn't have even understood it. It was just such a crazy thought in his mind that it would have never been able to decipher that story.
Maybe it's dementia.
I guess that's what he's playing. He's playing that card that even 10 years...
his best option right now.
That makes Penn State look even dumber. Yeah, having him coach the team for 10 years.
Another 10 years. He wouldn't even know it if he explained it to him. That's what he said.
What I thought was even more striking was that McQueary said, even if he had described or felt like he was going to describe what he saw, he didn't want to do it to Joe because he was so old and put him in that situation. So, I mean, that makes McQueary kind of look a little like he really did know what was going on in there and just didn't have the cojones to say something about it.
It kind of makes McQueary look bad, too, because I agree there, but then his story keeps conflicting.
There's a gray area between what was exchanged between McQueary and Paterno. That's the only thing that I gained from this article. Everything else was just repeating of the facts. I feel bad for him to a certain extent.
I don't feel bad for him.
I mean, I don't.
If he really is that crazy where he wouldn't even have understood the concept of it.
It makes Penn State and the board of trustees and all these people in power that Joe supposedly talked to look even worse. And it makes Joe look the same, maybe slightly worse in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get anything out of you guys. Anything else?
I think Paterno's playing the Kaiser Sose usual suspects angle. I think he's going to come out of the interview and he's going to shake it off and he's going to sex his girlfrind.
Smoke a cigarette quick.
Throw out some kid slang and
Rob Lowe's gonna pick him up in a car.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're gonna be out. All right. Topic number 4. This just came out today, just before the 5 o'clock deadline. Yu Darvish signed finally, 6 years, $60 million. Who knows? You never know what you're gonna get with these Japanese pitchers, but you look at his stats. I mean, they're much better than really anybody that's come over. The guy's in 6 years has an ERA, or 5 years an ERA under 2, averaging 9 strikeouts per 9 innings, crazy winning percentage. And essentially they're replacing C.J. Wilson, who I was never high on. He never won in the playoffs, and he was a kind of a journeyman until he was 30, who wound up signing for 5 years and $75 million. They replaced him here, 6 for $60. Granted, they paid that little side,
$51 million or whatever it was.
So you're basically, they spent another $25 million to get a younger, more talented pitcher. So I think at the end of the day, it's better for them.
I agree with that. I don't really know much about you and his travels in Japan, but
it's a big
guy. These Japanese players, the ones that come over with more, I guess, of a established background.
Yeah.
Like not like the Kiyagawas of the world, where they're kind of drafting on potential, will do well. I mean, I kind of agree with I think he'll do better early, and then he'll start to get figured out by the major league hitters that are slightly better than the
I don't see this guy being he doesn't need to be a Cy Young award, but he's got to be better than C.J. Wilson. I think he will be.
If he wins 12, 13 games, 15 games,
yeah, I think they're going to want him to win 15 per. That's what they need him to do for a $110 million investment. But I mean, I'd be lying if I said I saw this guy pitch. I've seen him. He's a big guy.
He's young.
He's young. He throws hard. He's a big guy. He puts up ridiculous numbers. I don't know. Neil, what do you think?
Yeah, so does Kyle Farnsworth. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think these guys that come over from Japan are overhyped. They rarely live up to our expectations, with this exception of Ichiro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been burned by too many Japanese.
I agree with you. It's hard to get your hopes up at this point, but
I'm glad the Yankees didn't sign him. Yeah. But I'm interested to see how he does.
It actually weirds me out that the Yankees didn't sign him. It actually turns me off a little bit to the guy, because if he was this can't miss, the Yankees would have just thrown him $100 million on him and just gotten him. They needed a pitcher, but I don't know. All right, we got a couple minutes left. did send us some potpourri. Everybody's favorite topic of the day here, the O's potpourri. First topic, don't know who this person is. Paula Deen, cook on the Food Network, who has not disclosed for 2 years that she's a diabetic. She's known for cooking southern fried foods and joking how unhealthy her food is. Now,
she puts butter in and on everything.
Now, I don't know. I think she said, I don't know what this means. Spokeswoman for a diabetic meds. Some people are furious at her for not talking about this. Does she have to? Shouldn't we all know the food is bad for us? Something she never lies about. Also from TMZ.com. So, I don't know. So this lady, apparently, she cooks fried food.
Yeah.
And she has diabetes.
You know who Paula Deen is?
Now, you know who this chick is? All right, Tom, take us away.
I have no idea.
Is she fat?
Yes.
Yes.
So she's a fat girl cooker. Then she doesn't have to tell us that she's diabetic. If you don't know that fried food is bad for you.
Well, it's just the fact that that's all you see her. Whenever you see her, that's where she's making food. That's just...
She just makes it seem like she's impervious. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you can do anything and be like me and completely healthy, you know?
Yeah.
I guess.
There was a big story saying that she's only doing this now because she's getting paid by whatever company.
That maybe because there's some typos and I couldn't understand what you're saying. Now she's
getting paid for spokesman for,
there's a paid spokeswoman.
Yeah.
So now I understand that. That is kind of now she's coming out with it. I got you.
She's getting paid now.
30 seconds left. Mark Wahlberg. I heard this story today.
Oh my
Claims
God.
he could have done what hundreds of other doomed passengers couldn't. Fought off multiple 9/11 hijackers and saved Flight 93. Wahlberg just gave an interview with Men's Journal in which he states, if I was on that plane with my kids, it wouldn't have went down like it did. There would have been a lot of blood in that first class cabin and then me saying, okay, we're going to land somewhere safely. Don't worry. That is just...
classic.
That is just... And it's a guy I want to like. I do like him.
That is very terrible.
That's just horrible. And I know he came out and apologized. I didn't mean to... But what is he thinking? What is he thinking? The guy was Marky Mark. Now he's Mr. Tough Guy. I understand. Like, he's a muscular guy. He's probably about 5'5".
Stick to Entourage.
What's he going to do? These people are blowing themselves up. What's Marky Mark going to do?
Stick to Entourage and Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Call it a day, Marky.
Have you ever seen the movie? This is the only defense I can have for him. Have you ever seen the movie Shooter?
No.
Yes.
Watch the movie Shooter.
Was it a true story about him saving the world?
No, but he's so boss in that movie and
So maybe-
does so much damage. I think he was
it's
maybe
more
channeling his inner
about
shooter.
Kate Mara than it is about him.
Yeah, he's believing in his own hype. All right, well, good show.
Well.
Check us out. Hit us up on the Facebook page with the Tri-State Sports Guys. We'll be back next week. Thanks.
See ya.